Hi and welcome back. I am now going to make my chocolate energy balls. You can use any nut that you want. I used to make it with almonds, now I'm choosing to make it with walnuts. So I've got my blender, I've got walnuts, I've got rolled oats, I've got my cocoa, I've got my dates, which I soaked. I soak them in warm water so you don't have to soak them as long, or you can cold soak them for about 4 hours in the fridge. You can choose to buy pitted dates, which means that the pits have already been taken out, or you can buy dates that have pits in, and after you soak them, it's really easy to get the pits out. Your choice. I like using organic foods where possible. I also have some chia seeds that we're going to add, some hemp hearts, a little bit of vanilla extract, and we'll add some pumpkin seeds or pepitas to this. And I've got my coconut over here for rolling afterwards, and a plate to put them on. And yeah, so I'm going to turn my blender on, and this will be a little bit noisy, but that's okay. I pre-measured everything, so I've got about 1 1/3 cups of my walnuts, because I chose these walnuts. There's also a little bit of sea salt in there as well. So we're just going to add the lid. Just give this a little pulse and chop and because we're going to blend everything together, we don't want to over pulse the nuts. There we go, perfect. So now we're going to add our, oh, I forgot my flaxseed. Let me grab that. So I've got ground flaxseed here that I keep in the fridge after I grind it. I keep my flaxseed in the freezer when it's whole, and then I grind it a little bit at a time as I'm using it. So we are going to add our cocoa. I was making a mess with this. Salt's already in there. I'm gonna throw, I don't know, roughly 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. Flax seeds are really good. They're anti-inflammatory. They're part of your omegas as well, which is important for your health. Let's throw in some chia seeds. Chia seeds are also a healthy form of omegas. And interesting fact about chia seeds, they will absorb 10 times their weight in liquid when you use them. I've got some hemp hearts because they're just really good and they taste delicious. Again, feel free to not add these things if this is not to your liking. Add some pumpkin seeds. They're full of zinc, and zinc is really good for us as an antioxidant and immune booster. So I'll just sprinkle some of them around. And I'm slowly working my way towards putting all of my stuff into glass jars. But as you can see, I haven't quite gotten there yet. We'll throw our oats in. This is about 1 1/3 cup of oats. The cocoa or cacao was 1/4 cup. So it looked like more, but we're going to pulse this very quickly. Just want to combine it a little bit. The dust coming off from the cocoa powder. Let's remove the lid. That looks slightly choppy. We want a little bit of bits in there. And now we're going to add our dates that I've soaked. Hope this all fits. A little bit of date water in there. I reserved some date water to make it blend together better. The dates are usually enough, but sometimes, depending on if I put too much oats in, I need to add a little bit more. And then my melted coconut oil. So I shared a previous video about how to liquefy coconut oil if you don't have a microwave. Basically, I just put it in a pot with some simmering water on the stove. That's a 1/4 cup. And then we just pour that in. Get all the goodness out of there. Wipe my hands. And let's blend. Again, this can be noisy, so bear with me. just gonna grab the spatula, scrape it down the sides a bit, and then I can add more liquid, but I don't think I need more liquid. This might actually be combined. I think that actually looks pretty good. Let's just check the consistency. Yep, so that will form balls if we need it to. Tasty. So I'll grab a spoon. It's going to be pretty messy. I'm just going to dampen my hands a little bit. Little trick for rolling balls. So we'll take about a teaspoon and roll it with our damp hands, and then we're going to transfer it to the coconut, and we'll sprinkle the coconut over it, and then put it on the plate, and that's it. That is how you make chocolate coconut energy balls. If you're allergic to any of these ingredients, again, don't include them. I know that coconuts, some people are sensitive to, same as peanuts, so feel free to substitute for whatever your favorite seed is if you're not allergic to seeds. Otherwise, that is it. I'm going to continue rolling out the rest of my balls and rolling them around in coconut. I'm going to set them in the fridge to set up for an hour or so, and they store really well in the fridge in a glass container for about a week. Alternatively, you can keep them in the freezer 3 to 6 months if they actually last that long. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!